Hey everyone, not sure if you've heard this yet or not, but yeah, have we reached peak insanity yet? I don't know, but we must be getting close. Headline out of CBC News Montreal: Quebec allows some infected health workers to stay on the job as COVID related absence rise. Appointments for third vaccine doses to become available for all adults by January 21st. It's being reported by Verity Stevenson, December 28th, 2021. So yeah, they went out and fired a bunch of people in the healthcare fields, not just in Quebec, but in lots of jurisdictions in Canada, for nothing more than just refusing to get a jab. We're talking about people who are more than willing and capable of taking care and protecting the vulnerable or being put into different positions, possibly, right? If you're worried or concerned about, spreading COVID. But that's the other thing. Being unvaccinated does not mean that you have COVID, right? So they're willing to fire or put on unpaid leave, right? I don't know how many countless thousands of nurses or people in the healthcare field, and not just in Quebec, but in lots of jurisdictions across this country. They're willing to fire them and make their lives miserable and economically insecure, and who knows how many other things that's going to negatively affect them and their household or their immediate situation as a consequence of losing their livelihood and their careers. And once again, for doing nothing more than just refuse to take the jab. Not that they're sick. It'd be a totally different thing if you're suggesting that these unvaccinated people should be allowed to get COVID and then go be in real close proximity to your elderly grandmother who's just barely clinging to life, right? Nobody would ever suggest that. But strangely or oddly enough, as long as you've gotten your jabs and bent the knee, well, you can remain at work in these healthcare settings. I know it's a head scratcher, but let's read on. Quebec's health minister announced on Tuesday that some healthcare workers in the province who have tested positive for COVID-19 or come in close contact with a confirmed case may remain on the job to protect hospital capacity. The province plans on extending the policy to all essential workers in the coming days and weeks. Health Minister Christian Dubé said the decision was made as a form of risk management as the healthcare system experiences thousands of COVID-related absences. COVID-related absences, I guess you could say that for the thousands who are fired for not getting a jab, right? That's COVID-related absences. Dubé said the government has been in talks with unions for several days about the change in policy. He said they came to the conclusion it was the only way to prevent permanent damage for people who need health care, and that decisions will be made on a case-by-case basis. The reality is that we have more and more sick people and fewer nursing staff, he said. This is what we have to do if we want our society to continue to safely function. Anyways, folks, I'll place a link to this article in the description of the video below. But I remember reading another article, and if I could find, I'll think to include that as well, where there was this, I believe it was a doctor in Ontario, or it might have even been Quebec, that was saying, yeah, I didn't sign up to be working while I'm sick. So even some of these healthcare professionals or staff are not on board with this kind of nonsense, nor should they be. I mean, think about what it must be to work in these institutions these days with this kind of craziness going on a regular basis. It's a real head scratcher. Well, what do you expect? Look at the kind of people who are in charge, right? Yeah. Big time fail, massive fail. Fail with a capital F. Anyways, folks, I'll place this and hopefully that other article in the link in the description of this video. And I'm moving on to the next one. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.